Hi, this is a GMAT question from gmatquestions.org. If is x equal negative 3 a root of the equation x minus a times x minus b equals 0? Statement number 1, ab is equal to negative 12. Statement number 2, a plus b squared is equal to 1. Okay. Many of you are tempted to put to plug x equal negative 3 into this equation and go from there. What I like to do is just to expand x minus a times x minus b equals 0. I can go and do x times x, x squared, x times b, and so on. But really, we should expect this. We should expect this to be x minus the sum x plus the product. Okay, the product of the roots are a and b. The product of the roots is ab, as you can see. The sum of the root is a plus b, but minus that, the negative of the sum is the coefficient of x. Again, watch the previous video in order to understand this, that the coefficient of x is the negative of the sum of the roots, and what is here that doesn't have an x is the product of the roots. Okay, now where do we go from here? Number 1, ab is equal to negative 12. All you have to do is x squared minus a plus b minus 12 equals 0. Okay, and we have an x here. We don't need to keep going further here because the problem is we have the product of the product of a and b, but we don't have the sum. We don't really have the sum of a and b, and we are trying to figure out if negative 3 is a root. We can plug in the negative 3 here, but we're gonna be stuck. As you can see, negative 3 gonna be square, gonna be 9 here. We have a negative 3 here. We can try to solve this, and we're gonna be stuck with the fact that the sum is equal to something. Okay, but we don't know the sum. Nothing is given about the sum. So again, we are trying to find out if this is a root. We cannot even say that this is equal to 0. If you plug in a negative 3, because that is a question. That is a question. So clearly here you won't be able to do it because even though we have the product, we don't have the sum. If a is equal to negative 3, we don't know b. We don't know what b is. Okay? You can put a equal negative 3 here, and this is going to give us b equal 4. But we don't know whether b equal 4 or not. We don't know. Nothing is given about that. Okay? So do you understand that? And that's why we cannot do this question. So 1, not sufficient. Because a plus b not given. Number 2, quickly, we are given that a plus b squared is equal to 1. So a plus b equal 1, or a plus b equal negative 1. And that is the problem. We don't even know what the sum is. We really don't know what the sum is, and we don't know what the product is. Okay? So the sum of roots is not unique. Product of roots unknown. And because of this, we don't know if negative 3 unable to see whether negative 3 is a root. Number 2, not sufficient for that reason. Okay? If we do this together, we can plug in, okay, we have AB equal negative 12 and One of these two. A plus B equal 1 or A plus B equal -1. In the case AB equal -12 and A plus B equal 1, the equation here we have here gonna look like this. It's gonna look like x squared minus, I'm talking about this equation, minus 1x, which is x, minus 12 equals 0. Okay? Remember, a plus b equal 1. So if you factor out this, you're gonna see that this is the same as x minus 4 times easily x plus 3 equals 0. And as you can see, the roots are x equal 4 and x equal -3. So -3 is indeed a root. Okay? Now, let's choose b equal -12 and a plus b equal -1. In that case, the equation is going to become x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Plus x, obviously, because now a plus b is -1. It's just the opposite of what we have here. X minus 4. X, actually, this is a plus 4 minus 3 going to be equal to 0. As you can see, 4 times -3 is -12. 4 plus -3 is 1. So in this case, the roots are -4 and 3. Okay, so clearly -3 is not a root. Okay, so together we cannot say either. We cannot, as you can see here. So in data sufficiency term, the correct answer, we can write it down right here. E is the correct answer. And that's it. I hope I went pretty fast with this question because that's a faster version of the two solution I provided. Okay, so anyway, so the answer, as you can see, is E. And thank you for watching. This is a question from GMATQuestions.org.